What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, Jason here, and today we've got the opportunity to drive the Ford Focus ST Line X courtesy of Bristol Street Motors Worcester. This is the 1 litre EcoBoost 125 PS model. I've just dropped off the Fiesta ST3, so it's going to be a little bit slower than that, but I'm excited to see it. It looks really good and looking forward to getting the drive. There she is, all polished and ready to go. So the price of this motor with a few optional extras is coming at £24,050. Its tank range is estimated at 556 miles if you're doing the average of 49 mpg. It's got a 0 to 60 time of 11.1 seconds for a 1 litre 3-cylinder turbo, but there is going to be a 3-cylinder 1.5 turbo come out which does 0 to 60 in 7.7 seconds, which is the same engine in the Fiesta ST. It also comes with an 8-inch touchscreen and 18-inch matte black alloys.
Till that is all you want to do, when everyone has gone and we are on our own, till then I'll follow roads that never take me home. But if you find me there, oh, I'll show you where there ain't no lies. Oh, just look in my blue eyes.
I'm going to show you guys through the interior now and show you the benefits of that extra 54mm worth of space between the front and back wheels, and also show you through the bits on the interior that I don't like, to be honest, because there are a few. So my main dislike is the cluster. The dials just aren't nice enough for a car that's 24,000 plus. When you look at the Mercedes and it's got the nice DAT screen, that's just a bit of a letdown really. Steering wheel switches are the same as in the Fiesta ST, which you guys have hopefully seen before in my previous video. It's got the red contrasting stitching and the flat bottom steering wheel, which is good. Sync 3 systems nicely blended in with this fake carbon fibre. I'm not sure how you feel about fake carbon fibre, but this car has it. Big slot down here for your phone, your keys, your wallet, whatever you need, and a USB port for you to connect either your Apple CarPlay or your Android Auto. I'll also put a USB in for USB media. Gear lever's relatively nice, again with the red contrasting leather, and it's quite a nice feeling leather. And the gear change is really smooth. Leather pads on the side here, which is good for your legs. If you've got up on the footrest, you can lean up against that and it stops it being uncomfortable. However, it does move, as you can see. It's not exactly the best build quality there, to be honest. Seats are really nice though. I do like the seats. There's quite a lot of support on the sides. Being an ST, they've tried to make it a bit sportier. And the pano roof looks really, really good, being back in my opinion. Decent headrest in the back, and the leg room, as I say, is really, really good. So I'm in quite a relaxed position, and yeah, there's plenty of space really. I'm impressed with that. The ISOFIX points as well are in the back for those of you that need child seats. One thing I nearly forgot is the material in the side pockets. Look at that, they've finally done what Volkswagen have done and put a material in there to stop keys and things from rattling. So I'm going to give you a show at the back now, just so you guys can see the back a little bit easier. So we've got the netting instead of like a leather pull out to store things, and there is the leg room, which if I get in, and this is in my driving position, there's no camera trickery or editing trickery, it's quite good. I'm comfortable. If I slouch a little bit, my legs are sort of there, my feet aren't really underneath, but I do drop my seat all the way down, and they've also carpeted the back. Good work. And finally the boot space, which isn't brilliant for a hatch this sort of size really. There is a spare wheel down the bottom in here, which obviously takes up some space. You can get the second load-in boot compartment optional extra, but this hasn't got it, so if you want to carry anything significant, you're going to have to drop the back seats. So one of the optional extras that this car has got, which isn't standard, is the Bang & Olufsen sound system at £350, 100% worth it. The sound quality is superb and the volume is ridiculous. It is really, really loud and definitely worth the 350 quid. The panoramic roof that we've got on this is a £995 optional extra. Definitely worth it in my opinion. Again, you know my feelings of panoramic roofs, and it opens up the cabin and makes it far more spacious and just makes it seem like a bigger car inside. The Desert Blue optional extra paint for £645, however, seems a little bit excessive. The metallic paint's around £500 with Ford's options, and this is one of their special colours. Looks really good, does define the car quite well, but it seems like an awful lot of money just for some paint. Other options that you can get with this car are a heads-up display for £400, and that gives you turn-by-turn navigation, which is a really nice feature, as well as traffic sign recognition. There is also an optional extra for £1,050 of adaptive lights, which gives you the LED lights as well, which in my opinion is a must for resale value. A car these days that's sold that hasn't got LED lights just looks outdated quite quickly. The adaptive lights pack does give you the turning headlights as well, so they turn left and right when you're turning around corners to help illuminate where you're going.
There is also a £500 optional extra for convenience pack parking, which is really good because it gives you the camera option for the rear parking as well, and it helps you park the car automatically. If you've got the automatic option, you put the car into neutral and it will literally park itself, control all the gears, the brakes and the throttle. So the engine options on this car, there is a 1.5 litre 3-cylinder turbo petrol manual, which is the same engine as in the Fiesta ST, and that's pumping out 182 PS, so it's a little bit down-tuned compared to the Fiesta. And there's also the 1 litre EcoBoost 125 PS 3-cylinder, which is what we've got in this, which lacks a little bit of power low down, but the minute you're over 3,500 RPM, it's good to go. There's also an automatic option in the petrol, which comes with a 1.5 litre engine at 150 PS, and again the 1 litre 3-cylinder turbo EcoBoost 125 PS. So the diesel configuration is a little bit easier. There is a 150 PS 2 litre diesel and 120 PS 1.5 litre diesel, and that comes in both automatic and manual. I've had an insurance quote on a comparison site which possibly was and or even definitely compare the market, and I got £381 for social, domestic, pleasure and commuting at 18,000 mile a year, which is more expensive than my Fiesta, which confused me, but it is what it is, I suppose. There must be a reason as to why this is slightly more expensive, but didn't really make sense to me, but there might be more safety features on the Fiesta which knocked down the cost. History of the car, Ford have made 4,111,000 of these in 20 years. So the car is 20 years old from 2017 anyway. They've made a really good car now. They've used that knowledge and that history and that heritage to put this together, and they've done a really good job. This car, like the Fiesta, is built in Germany, so the build quality is a bit better than if it was built elsewhere. So if that was putting you off buying one of these and you thought, I'll buy a Volkswagen Golf instead, don't worry about it. It is made in Germany, so you get the same sort of build quality. On the concept of German cars, I'm going to compare the prices of this car to the Mercedes A-Class AMG at £26,000 with pretty much no kit on it, and the Golf GT line, which is £24,000. So both of them have got the body kits on them like the ST line to make them look sporty, but they haven't got as much kit given away in this. Like, we've got keyless entry, we've got 6-way electric seats, so there are things in this that are given away that aren't in the competitors, so it just makes them slightly more pricey for what you get. One nice feature that Ford have added on this car is the Ford Pass application, which allows you to unlock the car, lock the car remotely with your phone, as well as check your mileage and your vehicle location. So here's the app, and you've got 34 miles of fuel left. It's giving us tyre pressures as well, oil life, which is quite handy, vehicle location, and you can also connect to a Wi-Fi hotspot. So the pros of this car then, I'm going to do 4 pros and 4 cons. Pros are looks. I think it looks fantastic. The ride comfort and handling is superb. It's nice and firm in the corners, but it also gives you some comfort over potholes and bumps. The panoramic roof for me is a definite must because it opens up that cabin really well and it looks really nice, and also the Bang & Olufsen sound system because the music system in this car is sublime. So 4 cons on this car. The engine in this isn't really one I'd pick. It's a little bit too slow for me. I definitely have the 182 PS 153 cylinder. The boot space isn't good enough. I know they put more leg room in the back, but the boot space isn't enough if you've got a family and you want to put shopping or pushchairs or prams in. One of the other cons for me, to be honest, the centre console is just appalling. It's really comfortable with a nice leather on the side of it, which is a good thing, but it doesn't seem that they've actually screwed it in. It seems to move quite a lot and it just doesn't really show quality. As well as the dials. For a car that's £24,000, when you compare it to your AMG Mercedes and your Golf GT line, the dashboard just isn't as nice as it should be, which you can use to get a minimum of... Really? So my evaluation of this car is an 8 out of 10. The engine is definitely something that I would upgrade to the 182 PS to make it a 9 out of 10 in my opinion, but the internals with that dial system that they've got in there and the centre console brings it down from a 10 out of 10 to me, but beyond that it is a superb car. Special thanks to Bristol Street Motors in Worcester for giving us the car. They've also given us a discount code of Mr Kodiotech 18, which is up here, and you can get a minimum of £250 off a car if you pop in and go and see them. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button here, and there's also a video up here of me and James in the Fiesta ST3 and also my owner's review down there. Thanks for watching guys, see you again soon, bye.